Happy Friday. It's the Andy and Dave Daily right here on the Muskegon channel. Andy O'Reilly, Dave Cackley is over there, and boy, he's got I have a question for you.
Yes.
I want to start things off with a point to ponder and a bit of a reflection on the golden days of our youth. A bit of a, maybe even a swipe at modern-day television programming.
Okay.
But I seem to recall that Battle of the Network Stars was a little more dignified back in the day.
Oh, without question.
Okay, I just want to make sure that what I saw last night and what I've seen a couple of weeks in the past, I just want to make sure that I'm not being overly judgmental of what I'm seeing on television. Because what I remember of Battle of the Network Stars, you really had some firepower on the show.
Well, first of all, you had
back in the
Howard
day.
Howard Cosell doing the play-by-play of
That's right.
kayaking and the obstacle course and the relays and all that stuff. You had, just incredible.
You had
Scott Baio. You had Tony Danza.
Yeah, I mean, you had real stars.
Yes.
Now?
Billy Crystal.
Yeah, now it's Danny Bonaducci. It's every washed-up somewhat has been. And who was the one guy? Who was the one from 8 is Enough that nobody remembers?
Wait, are you talking about Adam Rich?
No, the other one.
Willie Ames?
That's the one. He was on last night. A bunch of people. And I'm like watching this going, this is all we can come up with for Battle of the Network Stars now?
Last time I saw Willie Ames, he was on Celebrity Fit Club because he'd put on a few pounds in the mid-2000s. But, wow, it's nice to know he can still get on TV.
It was terrible.
Yeah,
and I remember Battle of the Network Stars being a big deal when I was a kid.
Well, that was because that's the only time you saw all those celebrities together at once and competing networks, and it was always fun. It was always good. But once again, they have no ideas anymore, so you got to these are all retreads.
Yeah.
And you bring back people who aren't stars anymore. It's kind of cool sometimes to see stars from the past, but for the most part, they had their day. Let's move on, and let's have some new ideas. I mean,
a couple weeks ago, they had Ponch and John on, and it was like a battle of the liver spots. And nothing against these guys, and I got a couple myself, so I can't really cast stones or anything like that. But it's like, oh, who wants to watch this?
That's not. I want to see you how I remembered you in 1978.
Yeah,
I don't want 2017. John Baker or Francis. Did they bring Grossman back?
I don't
or
know.
Sergeant Gertrude?
I'm so let down by Battle of the Network Stars.
Literally,
I'm just like standing there in the bathroom last night watching TV, going, "This is what we get now." Really?
It's unfortunate, but
anyway. All right. Well, that's my television commentary for the week.
Well, good.
Thank you.
Nice little topical rant there.
Hopefully today I can spend most of the day submerged in ancient aliens on the History Channel.
Oh, that's always fun.
Oh, I love that.
Things that probably didn't exist, but we'll pretend they did.
I love that show. Don't you watch that?
No, I like. See, when I'll watch. I like to watch the. Do you have the American? I think it's American Heroes channel, where they do a lot of the stuff. They do a lot of the stuff that the History Channel used to do.
Do they?
A lot of stuff on Hitler, which is interesting.
Yeah, Hitler.
Hitler stuff is interesting. World War II. Tank being a lot of great.
You know what
ancient
I have?
Battles. Those are fun.
I've got the Curiosity Stream on the Roku thing.
Yeah,
that's really good. Documentaries coming out the wazoo on that. I really like that a lot.
There's a documentary I saw recently on the racing life of Paul Newman. Adam Carolla actually put this together.
Really?
It was really, really good. It's something I think you'd be into. It's all about Paul Newman's racing career. It was really interesting.
I'll have to take a look.
Even if you're not into racing, I mean, you're into racing, but it was really cool.
Honestly, I've slumped on racing, especially at the NASCAR level.
Yeah, but this is Paul Newman. And
I know, and he did IndyCar, and I get it. Yeah. That's kind of cool. But racing as a whole, way down on it.
That's too bad, because that's something you grew up with. I mean, you grew up loving racing, right?
Well, through the 90s,
a kid,
yeah.
Yeah.
And
it's sad, it's sad that you don't have that now. That's too bad if you're
just
that
slipped. It's not the product it used to be. It's not as good as it used to be.
No.
NASCAR
hold on to the
especially,
last vestiges.
It's just so cookie cutter and ugh.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Oh, well.
But tonight, you know what? I'm going to go do some dirt tracking up at Thunderbird, so I'm excited about that.
There you go. Have fun.
Sir. All right, get on to some news here. You got things to do.
A lot of stuff to do. A lot of stuff going on. Hurricane Irma continues its path toward Florida. The storm has been downgraded a little bit to a Category 4, but it's still regarded as the most powerful Atlantic storm in recorded history. Wind gusts have weakened slightly from 185 to 155 miles per hour. At least 14 deaths have been reported. And then this just happened a couple hours ago in Mexico, 8.1 magnitude earthquake.
Not good.
We got earthquakes, we got hurricanes, and another hurricane. I believe it's tropical storm Jose may reach hurricane status, and that's starting to wind up in the Atlantic. Like we need more of that.
And you know, I'm not one to laugh at a bad situation.
But it's seriously, you have to, or it'll drive you crazy.
Here, this Jose is coming along, and somebody on Facebook this morning I read, "Don't worry about Hurricane Jose. Trump won't let him in." That's what it said.
Oh,
not
man.
me.
Look at you.
I know.
All right. The chairman here's some potentially good news. I'm going to pretend to be optimistic about this. Chairman of the Senate Health Committee says he hopes to release a bipartisan health care bill soon. Republican Senator Lamar Alexander of Tennessee spoke with reporters following a health care hearing on Capitol Hill. Alexander says he plans to speak with Democrats and take a consensus proposal to Mitch McConnell and Chuck Schumer within the next 10 days. So we'll see if that gets ironed out. I mean, Trump already compromised with Pelosi and Schumer earlier. And this is the thing a lot of people forget, is he's a New York guy. He's kind of more comfortable around people like Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer, even though they're Democrats, than he is around guys like Paul Ryan. It's just an odd personality thing with him, and it's just weird. But anyway, so he's irritated some Republicans and made some Democrats happy. So it's win-win or lose-lose, depending on how you look at it. I don't know. Kent County man is recovering after losing his arm in a manure spreader accident. The incident occurred on a farm on Peach Ridge Avenue in Alpine Township. According to deputies, the 56-year-old man's clothing apparently became tangled in the machine. His arm needed to be amputated. Ooh. His name has not been released. I've done some farming in the past, helped out on farms with friends of mine. No, I have. I was on the back end of a hay bale, knocking some hay bales off there, and I sat on a tractor once. So yeah, I understand farming.
Yeah, you do.
And it's scary. These are the rugged, tough men. I mean, this guy's probably gonna. He lost his arm. He's probably back at work today.
I wouldn't doubt it. Well,
most people, they got the sniffles. Oh, don't come in. This guy comes and got 56-year-old man, one arm. I still got my other arm.
Let me tell you something, okay, about farming. I have done the farming.
Right, okay.
I have done the hay baling multiple years in succession. Thank you very much. Well experienced in hay baling. I've driven tractors. I've driven them. I've not just sat on them. And keep in mind, I am the pig race caller at Lewis's Farm Market.
Oh, that's right. That's not.
Don't come telling me what a great farmer you are, my friend. Okay.
Calling pig races is not farming.
I know how to tend the pigs. I walk in, I spray the floor, I clean off the droppings, if you will.
Yeah.
Because you believe it or not, pigs don't use toilets. They poop right there on the floor.
Okay.
I spray the floor off. I hand feed my pigs. Each one gets an Oreo every morning. So I'm like, "Good morning, pigs," and we talk, and we have our little moment, and everyone gets an Oreo, and then we do the pig races, which are coming up soon, starting September 26th. Lewis's Farm Market, don't miss it. Not that that's a plug or anything, but then from there, I also after the pig race is done, and I sign a few autographs and take a few selfies with people and things like that because I'm kind of a big deal.
Right.
Then I tend to the farm itself. I walk the path. I greet people. Mm-hmm. I walk over to the games and such from time to time, and then and again. I know farming.
Cool. You realize I grew up in Berry County and I'm back living in Berry County.
I grew up over by Sparta.
But there's we got more farmland out our way. We just do.
You got meth labs.
It's see That's farming. That counts.
That's for stuttering.
No, that counts. The meth farms are farms.
I'm
Say
the
what
farmer.
you will.
You're the city slicker.
And stop confusing us with Wayland and Hastings. I'm kidding, sort of. We're just jealous of Wayland because all that casino money. That's the issue right now. With communities in Texas still being affected by Hurricane Harvey, the Muskegon Professional Firefighters Union is pitching in. Earlier this week, the organization sent 50 Muskegon firefighter T-shirts to aid Texas firefighters and their families. A similar T-shirt drive was organized in 2005 to aid victims of Hurricane Katrina. So that's cool. Everybody's pitching in, and that's a good thing.
Speaking of Muskegon firefighters, they were busy last night because Mr. Scribbs on Henry Street had a fire.
Oh, yeah.
Which is a bum deal because everybody loves Mr. Scribbs out here. And
right.
Some pictures on Facebook have floated around. I guess it wasn't quite as bad as everybody had thought initially, but still it's going to be a while before it's back up and running, I'm sure.
But they are going to reopen it?
Who knows at this point? I mean, I literally saw pictures of it last night, and I haven't been out yet. So hopefully, Hopefully they reopen it and they get back to business.
I was trying to end it on an up note with, the positive things. And then
you had to I said hopefully they reopen it and they're back in business.
You got to bring it down talking about a fire. I was trying to be uplifting.
Really? Well, thank you, Dave.
That's all right. I'm doing all I can.
Sports.
Sports, let's do it. Mona Shores taking on Rockford tonight. Big high school football action last night. NFL season kicked off. Major upset. Kansas City knocks off the defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots 42-27. Tom Brady looked like a 40-year-old Tom Brady, but he gets to go home to Giselle, so he's fine. Lions take on Arizona. Sunday kickoff 1 o'clock. I'm done talking Tigers baseball. It's over. Their season's done.
There was no game last night.
I didn't care. Doesn't matter. Their season's over.
And the Mona Shores game tonight is their big military and first responders salute thing.
Very cool.
It's a big deal. It's a huge game. So,
excellent.
With that, let me send you packing.
See ya.
Have a great weekend. I'm the better farmer. Keep that in mind.